This episode, Bullet's first run after the transfer case explosion and some kids' bike action.
I think you'll make it off that, just gas him really hard.
10 minutes into the very first drive with these new panels and the door's already in jeopardy.
Oh.
Don't go that way.
Where'd your feet go?
Oh no, this is bad. I'm not going to fit up there.
No, you're not. You'd roll down as well.
So we need a bypass track. So not only is the step
Oh my gosh.
this big, but it's wet. All right, this one's for you, Brian. I'm going to try and crawl.
If it wasn't mangled, that would just lift off. Snap, 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 snap. So many snap.
It was folding over.
Now I forgot to show you guys when I fitted this bonnet last episode that I found these in a drawer with a lot of other old stuff, but have a look at that. It's gold, right? Look at that, and they work. I wonder if they'll wash that crack off. But in all honesty, I do need to find a screen for it. It's track day. The YZ, wait a minute. Why is the YZ on the trailer? And why is 395 on a Husky? What do you mean it's not a Yamaha? Nicholas agrees to try Amelia's old TC65 and see if the lighter, better braked bike would suit him better. Amelia was really on fire this day. So all that driving right now, in most cases, I've got that front case in high range and the back case has got the reduction gears working through it. So it's not until I hit something that's really steep or I've got to go really slow, I'll go in a double low second. So what Brian's saying is if we do two factory 228 transfer cases and bolt them together, I'm going to be a little bit lower than what I am now, but I'm going to be a lot stronger. So today's mission is to just drive around and see if there's anything I can feel on the 40s where I'm going to struggle with gearing. Let me go! 10 minutes in, he pulled into the pits, said, I hate it, Dad, I'm not riding it. But we'll take the Yami up. I guess he's not that Husky or KTM type of guy. Just like Brian said to me the other day, you're not an auto type of guy regarding Bullet Truck and potentially running a surf auto. Maybe I got flowers for Mum. So I've had to take my heel socks off.
Your lucky charm.
Lucky charm. I've got to put them back on. We've got to get across this. Will we make it? Will Bullock get through here?
Yeah, we'll do it easy. Very soft sand.
Whoa.
Oh.
Don't go that way. Alright, so I've got to head for... Let's see if it's rock along here.
Whereabouts I'm standing.
Yeah, it's all rock here. Just don't go...
Don't go where I'm standing.
Yeah, right.
Don't go this. Hey, I'll put a stick here to make sure you don't go there.
That's right, I can see it. I'll head
Stick.
to Millie's feet.
Head to Millie. My feet.
Feels like I'm at the beach. I just drove into a sand dune, now I get to cross the river, no shoes on.
He's crazy. You might want to move our things back here, you might splash. Nah, they'll be fine.
It's a bit funny on the eyes actually, driving with a white bonnet after all those years of it being blue. But from memory, I remember that it used to run warm before I did put the bonnet scoop on. But that was a long time ago and we've done the pump up since. Oh, look at this, what we got here. Oh yeah, it looks good.
Where'd your feet go?
I know, this is bad. I'm not going to fit up there.
No, you're not. You'd roll down as well.
So we need a bypass track. What's around here?
That just leads to a hill.
Alright, let's do the hill.
The hill doesn't look any easier.
Oh, look at the tyre. Isn't it flat?
Yeah, you were kind of squishing it on the side. Let's say.
Well, that's the hill we used to do. This is 10 stages.
Alright.
Whoa.
Let's
Try and do it?
light a rocks.
Yeah, that's what we'll do.
Alright.
Nicholas!
Better go get Chevy.
Better get a little bit of air in that. So what, when I leaned over into that bank, did you see it bulge?
It was folding over.
Just put a little bit of air in it. Then we'll do this top track. Carnage. See how that goes. I'm going to put my boots on because I reckon I'm going to have to get out of the car up there.
Sparkly toes.
Still. Alright. Have a look.
Yeah. Oi!
Alright, this one's for you, Brian. I'm going to try and crawl.
Bullet's gonna crawl. His name shouldn't be Bullet anymore, it should be Tortoise. What's that left wheel doing? Is this still on solid ground? Can I keep climbing? It's just about to come off.
Of what?
The rock. Now it's off.
So we're going to go to the right of it, okay.
Just digging holes, mate. It's hitting the.
What about what's the left one doing?
Yeah, you're clear. Diff?
Front.
Rear.
Is it?
Your front's clear, so I think it's the rear. Yeah, you're hitting.
Bad?
Yeah, pretty bad. You have to go back a bit and then bang it in. Now don't crawl. This is when you need to give it a lot of power. You're right on the edge of it. What's wrong now?
I'm right on it. Okay, I reckon I can get that.
I know, you're right on the edge of it. See, crawling isn't always the best. Go back and then give it a heap of numbers. I think you'll make it off that. Just gas it really hard. Woo! Good work. This is gnarly.
Huh?
The one over here is really hard. How do you feel, Mr. Driver?
Yeah, that was good. Bit of testing. That was a Hilux diff. I wouldn't have been hitting, but it's a big 80 series.
See, being a tortoise isn't always the best.
No, I didn't say it was. But what we'll do here is I'll try and crawl onto this hard rock, and then it is difficult here. I'm going to have to use numbers, but that's okay. I can see the line. So if you want to go up there,
send it. This is a tall ledge.
for practice. We'll have them for breakfast. With 2 primary school students in Spotted. So yeah, I used both low cases and I was first and second. So if we had 2 factory 228s and I was in low 1, I wouldn't have been low geared enough. Your RC cars are out down the bottom. So not only is the step
Oh my gosh.
this big, but it's wet. Wet tree roots.
How
Bullet
you
ate it.
You smashed it.
So this transfer case has only just been put back together, and so far so good. Going in and out of the low range cases as it should. So what I do next is a bit of a spin out actually. So here I think I've disconnected the rear. A, to spin the nose around to the left, but B, just to check that it's all still working great. So seeing this back and seeing one of those wheels spin means that I did turn the rear locker off. But the rear disconnect didn't really disconnect.
You're breaking the rock.
First thing we'll do when we get back is jack the back wheels up and just check that it works. We're in low, four-wheel drive, first gear. So we're able to spin the back wheels. Obviously it's unlocked, so one's going forward and the other one's back. Tail shaft, stay still. Now I shouldn't be able to turn that. I can't turn that because we're in four-wheel drive through the transfer box. So what we'll do firstly is we'll turn the compressor on. Throw that rear locker in. So what will happen now is that'll lock. Now I can't move anything because that tail shaft's locked, and now we've locked the center of that diff. So we're all hard up. We'll disconnect the rear. So what that should do, if it's working, is free up this shaft, and it does. So it is working. It must have been driver error on that hill. So you'll notice here with the locker in, they're both going the way that I'm pushing them, whether it be forward or back. It's turning the tail shaft because the pinion's turning, but it's not turning the transfer box because it's disconnected. If we had the fronts up, it would turn that front shaft and turn those front wheels. It seems as though the rear disconnect is working. We'll disengage that locker. Only one wheel turns, and this is free. So if we re-lock the rear disconnect, I won't be able to turn that anymore. So it's working. And Brian's probably thinking, why would he assume any different?
This is where all the springs and shenanigans fall out, isn't it?
Yep.
Yeah. There they go. At least the rear disconnect looks pretty good.
That machine mark there on the rear shaft, that's definitely new, and most likely where we did get caught up on the diff before we were actually caught. Another good hit there.
You know who I blame? The parents. I blame the parents. If I ever find out who your dad is, he's in big trouble.
But it was a successful run, and now we're going to be pulling it apart to modify this whole idea. See if we can't get the tie rod somehow at the front. Move it all from underneath there, and the ram. Stay tuned. The 79 series spring hangers have more clearance than that. You can see there too with the flex the front end gets. You can see the mark that the top side uni is putting on that front one. So I guess when it is time to change a uni, I'll be changing the bottom half as well. Anyway, back to the action.
Ouch. That was cool.
So this is the reduction gear idler shaft. So it's just pressure between those gears. It's just push them apart this way, and there's nowhere for it to go.
So hopefully I've got you interested in this episode and what we've done and what we're about to do. That's all we've got time for in this particular video. Stay tuned for the next part. We've still got a little bit of good driving to do. I hope you enjoyed this part, and as always, thanks for watching. Textbook.